again, the separation of church and state is not in the Constitution. And from this day forward, if anyone says that to you, and they're in public office or serve in any agency in any official capacity, they have to point out exactly where you have violated the Constitution, because you have not. And from this day forward, that phrase should have no power over people of all faiths ever again in America.
Texas just made Bible passages required reading for 5 million kids in public schools. And the same Republicans forcing religion into your kid's classroom, led by Dan Patrick, who brags about putting the 10 Commandments back in schools, want you to believe separation of church and state isn't real because the words aren't written in the Constitution. All right, let's play that game. Open the Second Amendment and show me where it says individual or self-defense or handgun. Go ahead, because not one of those words is in there. The actual text is one line about a well-regulated militia. So where did your personal right to own a handgun for self-defense come from? The Supreme Court read it in 2008 in a case called Heller and used it to strike down a handgun ban. Not one of those 3 words is in the text, but that ruling, gospel to you. The individual right, the self-defense part, and the handgun part, every bit of that was interpreted into the amendment by judges, and it's still gospel to you. Now here's the part that should sting, because separation of church and state is just shorthand for the Establishment Clause. You know, the rule that the government can't set up an official religion. The court has used that phrase since 1947. Your handgun right wasn't recognized until 2008. So the interpretation Patrick is calling a lie is 60 years older than the one you take a bullet for. Same Constitution, same court reading the meaning into the name of a text. You just love the interpretation right up until it's an amendment you hate. Send this to the guy who can quote Heller from memory, but swears the Establishment Clause is made up. And remember, Dan Patrick is on the ballot this November, along with every Texas Republican trying to shove Christian nationalism down your throat. Vote them out.